What would you do if someone offered you the chance to choose the exact day your worst enemy would die? Most people would laugh and walk away, believing such power could never exist. Others would call it madness and pray never to hear such an offer again. But Amara Ekwueme was not laughing, because 3 days earlier she had done exactly that. She had spent every naira she owned to purchase something no human being was ever meant to control. And now the richest man in the region could barely sleep at night. For the first time in decades, fear had entered his home before he did. Even his guards had started whispering rumors they were too afraid to repeat aloud. Nobody knew why she had chosen him, but Amara knew exactly what she was doing. Some won't heal with time, but others become sharper with every passing year. 3 nights earlier, Amara had arrived at a place most people believed existed only in rumors. The auctioneer never revealed his name, and nobody was brave enough to ask. The people gathered there were not searching for ordinary treasures. That night, only one item was offered for sale. Everyone expected gold, diamonds, or secret powerful enough to destroy governments. Instead, he offered something far more dangerous than money could ever buy. The moment she saw the box, a feeling she had buried for years suddenly returned. Then he revealed the price that would change everything. At first, nobody understood what they were saying, and then the fear began. Because inside that box was the power to choose the exact day another human being would die.
For several long seconds, nobody moved because nobody could decide whether the auctioneer was insane or telling the truth. Then the auctioneer calmly explained that the box contained the name of a living person chosen by fate. A few people laughed, convinced that the entire auction was an elaborate scam. The laughter disappeared when he offered to demonstrate the box's power before accepting any bids. The same man who had laughed volunteered immediately, certain there was no risk. Without hesitation, the auctioneer wrote a time on the paper and handed it to the man. The paper contained only 4 words: "Leave the room now." Amused by the strange instruction, the man left the auction and disappeared into the darkness. 5 minutes passed, then 10, and slowly the laughter began returning. Yet the auctioneer never smiled, never moved, and never looked surprised. Then a messenger arrived carrying news that instantly changed the mood. Moments earlier, the laughing businessman had been struck and killed by a speeding truck. The entire gathering erupted into chaos as people rushed toward the exits. But while everyone was terrified, Amara felt something she had not felt in years. For the first time since her childhood, she felt hope. Hidden inside her bag was every naira she had spent 7 years saving. It was supposed to be the money for a better future, but tonight she was willing to sacrifice everything. One by one, the frightened buyers abandoned the auction until only a handful remained. Then Amara stood up and prepared to risk every single thing she owned.
7 years ago, Amara had watched her entire world collapse in a single night. Back then, she still believed that hard work and honesty could protect a person from evil. Her father was respected by everyone because he refused to steal, lie, or exploit the poor. Then one afternoon, he discovered records that powerful people never wanted anyone to see. Those records pointed directly to Chief Nnamdi Okeke and millions stolen from desperate villagers. Instead of staying silent, Chinedu chose to expose the truth. He begged him to be careful, but her father believed truth was stronger than fear. It was the last normal conversation they would ever have. 2 days later, armed men intercepted Chinedu on his way home. Witnesses would later claim the attack looked like a robbery gone wrong, but Amara immediately knew someone had ordered it. That night, grief became something much darker. While her family buried a good man, Chief Nnamdi became even richer. She spent years searching for evidence, witnesses, and answers. Every lead ended the same way: fear, silence, and closed doors. Eventually, she stopped searching for justice and started searching for something else. The auctioneer asked her for her opening bid. Without hesitation, she offered every naira she had saved over 7 years. The amount shocked everyone, but the auctioneer barely reacted. The first rule was simple: every death purchase demanded a sacrifice from the buyer. After everything she had lost, sacrifice no longer frightened her. The second rule was far more disturbing. Nobody spoke as the auctioneer prepared to explain the true cost. The closer the target was to your heart, the greater the price you would eventually pay. She had expected danger but not consequences that could follow her forever. Then he revealed the final rule. Once a name was chosen, there would be no cancellation, no mercy, and no second thoughts. For the first time that night, doubt touched her heart. Unable to bear the tension, one buyer abandoned the auction entirely. More people followed, leaving behind money they would normally fight to protect. But revenge had kept her alive for 7 years, and she wasn't ready to let it go. One by one, the bids continued until only 2 serious buyers remained. The final bidder opposing Amara was a man who looked even more desperate than she did. Every time Amara increased her offer, Victor immediately matched it. They began wondering who Victor wanted dead badly enough to risk everything. What Amara didn't know was that Victor was asking himself the same question. After hours of bidding, the auction finally reached its final round. With trembling hands, she offered the final amount she possessed in the entire world. Then he announced a shocking condition that neither bidder had seen coming. The auctioneer announced that the winner would not be decided by money alone. She had already sacrificed everything she owned, and she couldn't afford to lose now. For the first time that night, Victor looked genuinely nervous. To determine the winner, each bidder would reveal the name of the person they wanted dead. The condition instantly changed everything. Without hesitation, Victor volunteered to speak first. He revealed that his target was a man responsible for destroying his family business and driving his brother to suicide. For a moment, some people almost sympathized with him. Years of revenge had consumed him so completely that he no longer recognized himself. Then it was Amara's turn. Every eye in the auction fixed on her as she prepared to speak. For 7 years, she had rehearsed this moment in her mind. Then she revealed the name she had carried in her heart for years, Chief Nnamdi Okeke. The name hit the gathering like a thunderclap. Suddenly, Victor's expression changed from surprise to disbelief, because the man he wanted dead was also Chief Nnamdi Okeke. For the first time that night, Amara realized she was not the only victim. The auctioneer remained silent for several seconds before making a decision. Then he revealed a secret rule that had never been spoken before. If 2 people chose the same target, fate demanded that only one of them could leave the auction alive.